She's back on your secrets. And if you take your time and your hands, then you'll understand. It's not really like you to hold your breath behind. Take my own realize you. I know what you'll find. It's not really like you. Keep this all inside. I know you'll try. I know you'll try. What it's like to leave it all behind. She's back. And if you take your time and your hands, then you'll understand. It's not really like you to hold your breath behind. Take my own realize you. You'll find it's really like you. Keep this on.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Junior Conservatory. I hope you are just as excited as we are. We're both here.
Yes, we are here and we are
Yeah.
excited to have you guys. I hope you guys are excited. It's very different this year, but
So
we
different.
are so excited that you guys are joining us live. It's going to be cool, okay? So
It's going
stay
to be
with us.
awesome. There are a lot of things that we're learning just like you. This whole like virtual online experience is totally different for us, but we have some awesome things planned this week. What kind of stuff have we got planned, Sam?
Well, we have lots of fun games, virtual games that
Yep.
we have set up actually on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. We're going to have a special night for you guys. So we want you to log on Wednesday at 7 p.m. And we're going to be doing a night program right here on NSCTV on this channel. So you guys just log in and have your phones ready because we're going to have games. I want you to be playing on your games. So be ready for that.
We also have games happening in the mornings. Each morning during Morning Manna, there'll be a really short game, and you guys get to interact in the comments, which is actually what we're going to do now. We have a game that is going to be ready to go. So let me tell you how this game works before we get into it. What you're going to see on your screen is you are going to see an image of a famous character. And this character to start off with is going to be really pixelated. The image is going to be really blurry. And then what we're going to do is you have 10 seconds before the image becomes totally clear, and you will be ready to see who that is. If you think you know who it is, you can go ahead and type it in the comments, and it will be revealed right at the end of that little session of the time. So we ready? Ready for the first person? All right, here we go. This is the first image coming up now. Tell me who you think it is. All right, let's see. Nice and blue. There's a lot of blue on the screen. Sam, you have any ideas?
It looks like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse? I thought it looked like me.
I have.
We should watch that.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is coming up right now. I'll be ready. So we have image, all brown. Looks like there's a little bit of green in there. You have any ideas?
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah?
I know that guy.
Who is it?
You see that.
I know. Pop
Awesome.
culture is going right over my head right now. All right, last one. This one looks like a challenge. Okay.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse? You really
Mickey-
think this is Mickey
I
Mouse?
think it's Mickey Mouse.
I don't know about that. I think it's, oh, I know. It's Iron Man from the Avengers.
Okay. Iron Man is just a real life Mickey Mouse.
A
okay?
real life Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so let me ask you a question. Who is your favorite Avenger? If you haven't already put stuff in the comments below, go ahead and tell us below who your favorite Avenger is. My favorite Avenger actually isn't even part of the Avengers. I was watching an interview with Thor one day, and he said if he could play any other character other than Thor, he would be Captain Australia. And he'd ride a kangaroo everywhere, and he'd have a boomerang that he would throw instead of a hammer.
I'm going to have to go for Spider-Man. Youngest of them all,
Yep.
but he's also the coolest of them all.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
I
have
see
to
that.
go with Spider-Man on that one.
Yep.
How about you guys? Who are you going for?
Go ahead and put it in the comments below. So we'll have little games like that. You might be able to win some prizes with different games each day. But today, we're actually going to go straight to our morning manna time. So before we get to that, we'll just explain kind of how this goes. Today's the new day. It's like being the new kid in school. You're going to kind of like run through everything once. Come Wednesday, Friday, everything will just be smooth sailing from then on. But what we're going to do is we're always going to have praise and worship. There's going to be a video. It'll have the lyrics on the screen. You can sing along. For those of you who joined us last year for Junior Conservatory, you might actually remember this song from something, which would be really, really cool if you remember this. Tell us if you do. Tell us if you remember where or when we sang this song. But we have that song coming up for you. We also have a short morning manna segment with one of the people who work in our office, Dinez. She's amazing. She's wonderful. And then at the end, we'll jump back on. We'll give you final information about the day. But right now, we're going to head to our morning manna time and just spend some time with the Lord.
Am I calm in the chaos? My yours. Only you, Jesus, are in control. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. You speak life, sing your love over me. You're all I need. You're all I need. Caught up in your captivating, never failing love. You are mine. Every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. The love of a father, the strength of a king, the blood of a savior, You're my everything. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. You speak life, sing your love over me. You're all I need. You're all I need. Caught up in your captivating, never failing love. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. Only you, Jesus, are in control. Take my brokenness and make me whole. Only you, Jesus, are in control. Take my brokenness and make me whole. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. Speak life, sing your love over me. You're all I need. You're all I need. Caught up in your captivating, never failing love. You are mine. Every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need.
Hey guys, it's Dinez. Hope you guys are doing well. And this morning's manna, I want to start out with an activity with you. Before we reflect on God's word for us today, I wonder if you would be up for doing a little activity. Ready? Okay. So on the screen, you're going to see a slide with a word that is scrambled. Can you make out what the word is? I'll give you a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Give up? All right, here's the word. Creation. That was good. Not too hard. So let's see if you can guess another one. But this time, we want you to write your answer in the comment or the live. If you think you know that answer, write it in the comment box with your name at the end of our morning manna time. Now I do want to ask you something. You personally at home watching. What is your favorite thing that God has created? Take some time to think about that. Close your eyes if you have to. Some of you might be thinking of a beautiful place, like a beach or a sunset, a mountain scene that you visited. I'm in a beautiful place right here in our courtyard. Some of you might be thinking of a person or a pet that you love. Or some of you might be thinking of delicious food, a planet, an animal, or something completely different that you feel grateful for. Whatever the case, the world we live in is full of amazing creatures, you guys. And it's full of places and interesting things that is created by a powerful God. And his beauty isn't just there to give us a fun vacation and fun destinations or pretty pictures to take and post on Instagram and social media. In fact, everything God created is here and given to us to point us to him. From the tiniest atom to the largest galaxy, we can see evidence of God if we just look. His fingerprints, you guys, are everywhere for us to find. And the more we look, the more we will discover. And the more we discover, the more proof we find of God's care and love and power. Read Romans 1:20 with me. It says, ever since the world was created, it has been possible to see the qualities of God that are not seen. I'm talking about his eternal power and about the fact that he is God. Those things that can be seen in what he has made, so people have no excuse for what they do. That's from the NIV, Romans 1:20. You see, guys, we live in a world where, facts and science are valued, and we place a lot of weight on what people God has so many ways of revealing himself, and one is his word, the Bible. Another is through other believers, and the third is through his creation. Creation is the interpretation of what God says about himself. All we have to do is focus and pay attention. When we focus on what we can see in nature and God's creation, we realize that, like the Romans, we don't really have much of an excuse. This was the case with the Gentiles during the time in Rome. They had the means of knowing so much about God, and God had given them clear evidence of his existence. And they had no excuse for their idolatry and their worship of other gods. Because the truth is, guys, is that God is always speaking, and his goodness is all around us. It always has been. So a couple questions I want you to reflect on today as we're talking about evidence of God in nature and his creation. And some of you might want to write your answers down if you journal. This is a great time. So the first question, how does creation help us figure out God is real? The second, what are some characteristics of God we can see when we look at things he has made? What are those characteristics? What does it tell us about him? And if someone said, here's the third, if someone said, I don't know if there is a God, what would you say to them to take a closer look? And the last question, how does creation take away any excuse someone gives for not believing God exists? How can creation, looking at creation, take away those excuses? And as you think about these questions, I encourage you to write them down and seek God in prayer. Seek other people in your life that you know walk closely with the Lord, know his word, and not just someone that you think is going to give you the answer that you want. Continue, friends, to keep looking and searching and taking a closer look at the things that you can see that help you trust God for what you can't. Amen? Let's pray. God, we thank you for your love, and we thank you that you, from the very beginning, have been here. That all we have to do is look at the beauty of your creation. Us, those around us, the things outside that we can see, feel, and touch, Lord. Those point us to you, Father. And so I ask that you speak in this time and in this week to help us to focus in more on who you are and what you are saying. We love you, God, and we thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is my faith, this is my focus. All of my days, I know where my hope is. I live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you. For where I'm going, knowing you'll go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you.
All right. That was a great morning manna. Listen, I love Dinez. I think she is a fabulous woman of God. She knows what she's talking about. But we were checking in the comments as you guys were talking about stuff, and we saw Miles. You said you were thankful for the sun because without the sun, the earth would freeze. I didn't think about that. I love summertime and I freeze in
Yeah.
the winter. So the whole earth would freeze if we didn't have the sun during the day.
Yep. And Kyle, very interestingly, you are grateful for space. You know, only Kyle would think about this because
Yep.
Kyle is the deepest thinker that I know.
Yes, he is.
And he's actually right because linking to that sun, when you really go deep and think about it, if you didn't have space, you wouldn't have space for the sun to sit in. So,
Okay.
so Kyle, I'm with you. I'm grateful for space too.
Listen, I'm with Stephanie. She said that she's thankful for her BFF. Girl, I'm thankful for my BFF. I have a couple in different countries and they're all fabulous. I talk to them as much as I can. So we have a lot of things in life to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elise did say she's grateful for the world.
Yeah.
I think of the song "Heal the World" for some reason when
Yes.
as soon as she said that. But we are also grateful for the world because this is the home that God gave us, and
He
we
did.
have to look after it. And actually, it's on you guys, your generation, really, is the one that's really gonna enjoy the world longer than me because I'm old and I'm probably, gonna go to heaven soon, I guess.
We hope not.
I hope so, actually.
Oh, you hope so.
I hope I go to
I mean,
heaven.
it would be nice.
Yeah.
I guess either way, you get to see Jesus or you get to see the rest of the people here on earth. So
Yep.
pretty good.
Well, I'm with Elise on this one. I am grateful for the world too because this is the home that God gave us.
So we have a couple of other things that we're just going to go through today before we finish up. Listen, once again, I said this before, once you get into the routine, everything will just run smoothly. For the first day, it's like new information. But that dance that you saw at the end of Morning Manna, we want to make sure that you guys actually learn that dance. If you've come to summer camp before, you know the dance. I want to see the sunshine after the rain. I want to see. We have that dance all the time. So this is our virtual conservatory sunshine after the rain, that focus dance. So we're going to make sure that's posted on YouTube, posted on Facebook, posted on Instagram. And if you guys can learn it and send us your videos, we will put that together. And next week, we will premiere a video of you guys doing that dance yourselves. So just film yourself like Cheyenne and Realty did, just doing the dance, learning it. We'll make sure that's posted. Again, it'll be on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. You can check it out. And if you guys have any questions about something that's going on, you have email that you have access to email, so you can email Nathan or myself or Sam, but you also can check our Instagram and our Facebook page and just send us a DM, send us a message, comment in one of the videos, and we'll be able to answer those questions for you. But today, we're actually about to wrap up. We're about to finish our Morning Manna time, our NSCTV time, and there are a couple of things we need you to know before you leave here. So, Sam, I'll hand it over to you for the first couple of classes.
All right. And so you guys have all kind of signed up for some kind of class, which is awesome. We have a brass class, guitar class, percussion, creative arts, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's happening. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the brass class real quick. So for the brass class, today there's actually a workshop right at 11 with Mr. Chase Thornhill, the great Mr. Chase Thornhill.
Hey, I love that boy.
So you guys need to be logging into, if you're a brass major, you guys need to be logging into that call on Zoom, and you should have the Zoom ID. If you have any issues with finding the Zoom ID, please send a text message on the number that you've been given, or send a message on Instagram, or send an email, and we'll get that to you so that you can be on that call right at 11 o'clock. I think we're actually also going to record that call just so that we have that workshop saved for you guys, and then you guys can use, you can see that workshop again on this YouTube channel. It's going to be on this YouTube channel. So, hey, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do.
Hey, you're like a real YouTuber, Sam.
Yes, and you got to like and subscribe. Please do. All right?
We post new videos every day this week. Well, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Man, I got to get the schedule in my head. For Creative Arts today, we have a dance class happening at 11 o'clock with Alex and Cheyenne. So if you guys want to make sure you jump onto that, I sent a text with a Zoom ID for that this morning. It's also on our Instagram page. If you go to Instagram, you can see the Zoom ID for that class. But that's what we've got going on this morning. If you want to schedule private lessons this week with any of your instructors, with any of us, just make sure that you or your parents or your officer email Nathan or Jennifer, and we can schedule those private lessons in so you get a chance to be with us and to take a class with us. And then the other thing, like we said before, is just if you have any questions, make sure you hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. You can send an email. We're accessible everywhere, pretty much. So if you just shoot us a message, we'll be able to get that information to you when you need it.
All right, guys. Last thing, just remember Wednesday at Wednesday we're gonna start with morning manna, just the way we have done. And actually, we would like you to come directly to this YouTube page.
Yeah.
All right. On Wednesday, we're not gonna go into the Zoom call. So right at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
on Wednesday morning, you're coming directly to this YouTube channel, and there will be a live. We'll go live again, just like this.
Yep.
And we will probably send you a link as well, just in case in your text messages, just so that you know exactly where to go if you get lost. And hey, I want to extend an invite to any of your friends if they are interested in being a part of this. They need to get on it quickly, okay? So send a text message, get a friend involved, and just have them sign up with us, and we'll get them rolling. It's all free, right?
It is all free.
All
no
free.
money.
No money.
No money.
Yeah.
All free.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It's been awesome being with you this
great.
morning. I love the interaction. I love the comments, and I want you guys to keep commenting. Bring your friends on and enjoy the rest of the day. If you have any questions, please get with us.
All right. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, 10 a.m. right here on YouTube. Make sure you jump on for your classes at 11 o'clock. Enjoy today. Send us a message if you need anything, and we'll see you on Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.